Hello fellow Zelda fans, this is Brascoin here with another one of my Dampy's Dungeon Creation Mode tutorial slash Let's Plays. So today I'm going to be doing the last dungeon that you have to do in order to get the full heart container that he is giving us, and that is to make a dungeon that we can complete in 5 minutes, and we will receive that heart container. It is the last heart container I need to completely finish up all of the dungeon creation mode, all of the heart pieces, secret seashell, side quest stuff, except for the plushie, which we actually have to beat the game in order to get that extra plushie from the crane game. So I'm going to start off by just going in and talking to Dampy. I already have the task done. I just need to go and adventure through the dungeon, so I'm going to first show you guys what my dungeon looks like and how you can make it super easy to do in that time limit. I think you can even make it easier than I have here, but this is getting me some extra stuff as well. So these gray tiles you are having to use. So you have 6 tiles mandatory and a mandatory staircase. And this is the first tile they give you that is mandatory. It has a Phoenix in it. This is a tile that I placed just because it has no enemies. You don't have to... Sorry, it has 2 keys, and you just have to defeat those in order to open up the door. We have this room, which if you hit that switch, it'll unlock that treasure chest. Not too complicated there. And this is the only room that we have to enter on this second floor. Sorry, second room that we have to enter. Obviously, we have to enter the staircase room. But I placed this tile to the right here to connect these 2 tiles together. Then I placed this one because you have to have one there, and any of my bottom facing pieces that were a single entrance, they had staircases associated with them, which I didn't want, or they had treasure chests, which I didn't want because you have to open every treasure chest in order to get the nightmare key. So I avoided as many treasure chests as possible unless they were in my direct path. So I placed this as a dead end piece right here. I placed this as a staircase piece, and this guy over here as another dead end piece, and this guy right here, we used him once before, I feel like. Yeah, right there. But this one's just a variation of that room. I used this one as a staircase piece into the upper area, and Moldorm as a super simple easy boss to beat. This tile is a mandatory tile. I used this 3-way piece just so that I could get my rupee dungeon in here as a down facing room, and that was the easiest method to do it. Since you don't have to kill any enemies to pass through here, you just have to step on a simple switch. This is a mandatory room and is super easy to get across. It looks like you can't, but you can Pegasus jump across that gap. Not too hard there. And then we have this room as the dungeon entrance and this room as a treasure chest room. So I'm going to save it, record arrangement, update arrangement, and back out of Dampy's creation deal. And we are going to start adventuring this dungeon. The idea is to get as many rupees as you possibly can, and we do have a 5-minute time limit to get through this. You do have extra tiles if you want to be 100% completionist status. There are extra tiles that you have to buy for 1,280 rupees a pop, so they're pretty expensive, and I know there's at least more than 4 of them to buy. So timer's already ticking. We're going to head left here. Going to pull out my little boomerang here and kill those guys. Oh, got me too far away. And fall down the hole. There's another slime over here we have to kill. That's why my treasure chest didn't appear. Oh, that's on the other side. Dang. Precious seconds. Come up here, collect the treasure chest for, I think it's a rupee. Sweet. It's a joy rupee. Not really, but it's a red rupee. Well, it's 20, so I'm pretty happy. Run on over here to this other room. Kill the slimes if they're in your way. And Pegasus jump across the gap here. There is a treasure chest here in this room, so we do have to complete this puzzle in order to advance into the next area. So not too crazy, really super simple puzzle. Just fill in the gap to unlock the treasure chest. I'm also going to pull out my bombs to get that bombable wall right there so that we can move into the upper dungeon. Plant that right there, back up a little bit so I don't get blasted in the face, and return to my boomerang status here so that I can easily kill any enemies that I come across. Up the staircase. These rooms are randomly generated, so there's no way of knowing which one exactly you're going to get. So your dungeon may be different. Even if you copied tile for tile, you may have a different setup down here. Run on up here, jump across, wait for a treasure chest to appear, and then hopefully jump back across before we get attacked by that little shell guy. And this got us our nightmare key, as that was the last treasure chest we had to open. Almost fell into the hole there, holy cow. And we'll go back up the staircase, back across our little mini dungeon thing here. Oh, I missed my jump. Costing myself precious seconds. There we go. And back down here to exit. Oh no, we're at 3.5 minutes. Into this room here, we will kill this little guy right here. Hopefully I don't get munched. Close enough. Come here, Frey. And we'll go down into this room to collect all my many rupees. Really wish there was a faster, easier way to run in this game, but alas, there is not. Just the Pegasus boots, which you waste a lot of time building up your speed, so I don't find it to be the most beneficial or effective method of running. Ooh, only missed a few rupees. About 6 rupees gone unattained, but that's okay. Continue over here. We will push this little deal aside. We can kill him with the boomerang, and the door will open, allowing us passageway into Moldorm's lair for the boss room of this dungeon. And one attack. Wait for him to chill out. I put the Raining Heart effect in this dungeon because I thought it would be super funny to have a boss fight that gives you life as you progress, and turns out it's necessary. I don't know why I'm doing this only with the boomerang. I have my sword. That is an option, and it kills them a lot faster. But easily completable within the allotted time. I made it so that I didn't have to do half of the dungeon that I slotted out. And he says, "What a show! There were times I'd swear you had one foot in the grave. A thrill like that deserves something from my collection in exchange." And we get a chamber to slot into the dungeon, as well as an entire heart container. Our maximum number of hearts has increased, as well as the Wall Masters effect. This is going to, I think they call them Floor Masters in other Zelda games, but this is the hand that comes down and grabs you and teleports you to any random room it wants, usually the entrance to the dungeon. But with that, he says, "It's great to watch you work, but I've been wondering if it could be better. So I threw together some challenges that are tougher than anything I've given you so far. Try them out, won't you?" What are you here for? We're here to arrange. Not really, we're just seeing what he gave us. So these are the gold quests, I guess. Forging a sword, make it look like a sword. Crafting a shield, make it look like his shield. Bows are greater than swords. This is a dungeon where you have to get through with using only your bow. Dungeon song, looks like an ocarina. House of the Phoenix, that one is going to be fun, it looks like. Back to square one. This one looks pretty interesting. Need a hand. This is probably going to be the one where there is a floor master. As Ziggy Zaggy, that one looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt. Nothing But Stairs is probably going to be the hardest dungeon there is going to be to make. because your staircases are all going to lead you to super crazy places. Treasure Hoard, this one's another one that's going to be fairly difficult looking, I think, because you do have to have the boss fight outside those rings. It's going to be interesting. Skull arrangement, make it look like a skull, and the supreme shape, the Z for Zelda. That one's pretty cool looking. But I will be doing videos on these as time permits. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them to do. Each one nets you 300 rupees, I believe. I don't yet know if there's a grand reward for completing them all, however, but that is like 3,900 rupees or something like that. 12 times 3, 3,600? Yeah, 3,600 rupees, which will buy you at least 2, almost 3 of those chamber slots. So do those if you want to get 100% completionist status. Like I said, I will be doing videos on how to do them effectively as time permits me with other projects and whatnot. Until then, this has been Brasscoin on getting the heart container from Dampy's Dungeon Creation.